Walnut Hill Farm coming at ya. Today is trash day. We do things a little bit differently on the farm for trash. Sometimes you have to kind of find new solutions to old problems. We did have a trash service here that would come every week, pick up our recycling, pick up our garbage. That was about $75 a quarter, so not bad, about $25 a month. And then they started saying you couldn't recycle glass. The service started getting shoddy, leaving trash out at the end of the driveway or not coming at all. And then I'd call them and then they would be like, oh, we'll be there Saturday. And they wouldn't show up Saturday and they weren't open on Sunday. So I'd have to call on Monday and they'd say, oh, we'll be there on Wednesday, and garbage would just start to pile up. I decided that we weren't going to use them anymore. So we're very fortunate in our town. We have a recycling center, or a dump, how are we going to call it, where we can, as a town resident, bring our garbage. Now it does cost money for your general waste. However, it's free to recycle. Everything from cardboard to plastic bottles, glass bottles, metal, and I mean any metal. I bring T-posts, old barbed wire, pole, tin from roofs, things like that. That's free to recycle. Of course, there's charges for things like appliances and garbage itself. So unfortunately, we've had to make a move on the farm to this new feed that we're using doesn't use paper bags. Our feed now comes in like a tarp material, plastic material, which is nice. It's waterproof and all that. However, it's costly to dispose of, so I try and pack as many of the bags inside of a single bag, and I can usually get away with pretty cheap experience at the dump. At the recycling center, you can purchase punch cards. And the punch cards are 60 punches or whatever for $50 or something like that. One of my full garbages here is 2 punches. If I went every day, if I had full every day, it'd be 30 days of punch. I don't go every day, I go about once a week. That's 2 punches a week. That means that's 30 weeks. That's just over 6 months, and it costs me only $50. The only downside is I have to obviously load up my truck, drive down to the dump, and only go during times of operation, which is only 3 times a week. There are some drawbacks, some inconveniences to it, but at the same time, I'm responsible for it. I am the one who's accountable for it, whereas I was paying a company to be responsible for that, and they couldn't really get it together. So making the change for us just made sense. They're open on Saturday, and it seems to work out really nice for us. Here we are. No one's even here right now. Love it. All right, be right back. And sometimes you get the nice guy and you only need 1 punch. Let's get in there, recycle. When it's not busy, you can get in and out of here inside of 5 minutes. And I only live not even 5 minutes from here, probably 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Here we go, all done. Look at that. On the way home, win-win for me, honestly. I got rid of a company that obviously didn't want my business. So what I traded for, a little bit of inconvenience, a little bit of my time. And honestly, it's not even an inconvenience. I like taking the short trip out to the recycle center. Generally it's just retired gentlemen that live in the area who just want to chat you up and see what you've been up to, what you're doing, and they're good guys. And I also often get to bring my daughter, and she gets to see the process and what happens to our waste. Not only am I saving money, but I get to educate my kid. I get some kid time, so we get to go, and she gets a lollipop, of course, and loves going. And we get to get in the farm truck. If you have, the opportunity in your area, or definitely it should be something you look into in your area if you're trying to especially reduce your costs. This place takes glass. The old place didn't take glass. This place, all the cardboard I can bring, they will take it. They have all the things I want, and they even have a little shipping container on site there that they put unwanted items that still maybe work, like TVs or chairs, for folks that maybe can't buy that stuff, or it's like a own little shop on site there. And I think that's really fantastic to help the community. We're a pretty small town, and so having something like that and to only live 2.5 minutes away, I feel like I'd be really silly not to take advantage of it. I definitely think it's the right choice for me and my family. You should definitely look into it in your area, see if you can do that. Just remember, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, share, follow, whatever. We really appreciate it. It's definitely Really cool for us to see people watching our stuff and to be liking it, commenting on it, that kind of stuff. It's a really cool interaction that we haven't had before. Please like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Take care.